This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
U.S. lawmakers set to vote on a border security bill. Sydney Charles has the details.
Mark Peterson has your forecast on a sunny and cloudy day ahead.
And Allison Martinez live at Vitalant Spokane, one of the Spokane locations, sharing why it's more important than ever to donate blood.
But first, the man law enforcement say shot and killed someone at the Sands Mobile Home Park in Airway Heights Sunday will now make his first court appearance today. The sheriff's department says the victim pepper sprayed 30-year-old Divine Bullard. Then Bullard shot him, claiming self-defense. Police arrested him for 5 counts of first-degree assault. The medical examiner will release the identity of the victim at a later time.
The man accused of shooting and killing his mom's ex-boyfriend on the South Hill will be back in court this morning. 22-year-old Cody Lowe's arraignment is scheduled for 9:30. According to court documents, Lowe killed a 53-year-old Willie Anderson when he found him sleeping in Lowe's apartment 2 weeks ago. Lowe told investigators he had known Anderson most of his life, and Anderson was not allowed in the apartment. Lowe admitted to pointing a gun at Anderson, telling him to get out. Court documents say that Anderson put up his hands, but Lowe closed his eyes and pulled the trigger. Lowe's mother told detectives Anderson was trying to get back together with her and that she let him into the apartment that evening.
We now know the name of the toddler who was killed in Northwest Spokane last Wednesday. 3-year-old Wesley Brenston Studebaker died at a home near Ashen Central. Police were unable to save his life. In Las Vegas, police arrested 30-year-old John Jones for second-degree murder in connection with the boy's death.
As we look at our First Alert weather, and the First Alert weather app is free and available in the App Store, by the way. We're well above average right now. Current conditions 37 downtown, officially 36, 9 miles, 38 degrees. We look at what we can expect for, again, that forecast radar, and it's going to be 10, 11 o'clock. We could see some light rain showers, wouldn't last very long, and then it all moves out. We look at our day today into the mid-40s with sun and clouds later on this afternoon.
3 weeks from tomorrow, Idaho is scheduled to execute a convicted serial killer, but a new motion filed in court could delay it. Under state law, Thomas Creech is supposed to die by death penalty February 28th. His defense team has appealed the execution. Yesterday in court, the defense asked a judge to postpone the execution until the appeals had been heard. Creech is on death row for killing at least 5 people, including a fellow inmate.
New information about one of the 2 people charged with the death of an 8-year-old adopted girl in Airway Heights. Mandy Miller is facing second-degree murder charges in court yesterday. A judge set her trial date for September 30th. Both the prosecution and her defense attorney agreed they had a lengthy witness list they needed to make contact with between now and then. Miller and her partner, Alexander Kermoyarov, were arrested in December of 2022 in South Dakota when police found the 8-year-old's body in the back of a U-Haul trailer. Prior to the girl's death, there had been documented trips to the home by CPS and allegations of abuse.
For the first time in years, Republicans and Democrats have come up with a bipartisan plan to address the border. Now, tomorrow, lawmakers will hold the first procedural vote for the new border legislation. A bipartisan group of senators unveiling the $118 billion package that adds $20 billion to strengthen border security, hiring new officers and Border Patrol agents. It also includes a trigger mechanism that automatically shuts down the border if migrant apprehensions reach 5,000 a day. The bill also contains $60 billion for Ukraine and $14 billion for Israel. More details about the security funding ahead of tomorrow's vote is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Around the world, King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer and will take a step back from royal duties while undergoing treatment. Buckingham Palace did not specify what type of cancer it is, only that it is not prostate cancer and that it was caught early.
A bill that would update Washington's hate crime laws is one step closer to the governor's desk. The bill made it out of the Senate Friday with a 35-14 vote. In Washington, an act of vandalism can only be seen as a hate crime if it's done to a person or a person's property. Now it heads to the House for consideration.
Right now, there is an urgent nationwide push for blood donations. This morning, we were live with Vitalant in Spokane to share that need on a local level. February is Heart Health Month, and by donating blood this month, you can contribute to the health of others while also checking in on your own health. With each donation, you'll receive a mini physical. More information is on our website.
Morning America. Live coverage on the record rain pummeling the West Coast with life-threatening floods and dangerous mudslides. And we will have a final check of our weather coming up with Mark Peterson after this quick commercial break. Stick around.